What's up YouTube, TechCrest here, and in this video I'm going to compare the all-new Google Nexus 6 which is developed by Motorola and the Apple's iPhone 6. Starting off with the physical size, the Nexus 6 have 6 inches whereas the Apple iPhone 6 have 4.7 inches and Google Nexus 6 have Quad HD resolution, that is 1440 by 2560 pixels, whereas the Apple iPhone 6 have 750 by 1334 pixels. Coming to the pixel density, the Nexus 6 have 493 ppi whereas the Apple iPhone 6 have 326 pixels per inch. And coming to screen technology, the Google Nexus 6 have AMO LED screen technology. Compared to the Apple iPhone 6, it has IPS LCD screen technology. Then coming to the operating system, the Google Nexus 6 runs on Android Lollipop, that is Android version 5, and the Apple iPhone 6 runs on iOS 8 operating system. When coming to the weight of the smartphones, the Google Nexus 6 is much heavier than Apple iPhone 6. It weighs 184 grams compared to the Apple iPhone 6. It weighs only 129 grams. And when coming to the dimensions, the Nexus 6 is much heavier and thicker when compared to the Apple iPhone 6. And when coming to the rear cameras, the Google Nexus 6 have 13 megapixels in the rear camera and iPhone 6 have 8 megapixels. But in these smartphones, these megapixels doesn't count. Both of the smartphones have a dual LED flash, and aperture size for Nexus 6 is f2.0 and Apple iPhone 6 is 2.2. Coming to the front-facing cameras, Google Nexus 6 have 2 MP in its front-facing unit and iPhone 6 have 1.2 megapixels in its front-facing camera. But the Apple iPhone 6 is capable of recording 720p HD videos at the rate of 240 frames per second, which is very excellent, and it is a slow motion recording which is not possible in Nexus 6. But the Nexus 6 is capable of recording 4K resolution videos, which is not possible in Apple iPhone 6. Both these smartphones have features like high dynamic range mode, digital image stabilization, geotagging, face detection. But the Nexus 6 have another feature called optical image stabilization, which lacks in iPhone 6 but it is present in the Apple iPhone 6 Plus. And when coming to the hardware specifications, the Nexus 6 runs on Qualcomm Snapdragon 805 latest chipset, whereas Apple iPhone 6 have Apple A8 chipset, and iPhone 6 have a dual core processor and it has a 64-bit architecture. Nexus 6 have a quad-core processor and the frequency is 2.7 GHz. It has Adreno 420 graphics, whereas iPhone 6 have PowerVR GX 665 graphics. And the Google Nexus 6 have 3 GB of RAM, whereas iPhone 6 have 1 GB of RAM, and the built-in storage capacity of iPhone 6 is double the built-in storage capacity of Nexus 6. It has 128 GB, whereas Nexus 6 have only 64 GB. Both of them doesn't have storage expansion through micro SD card. Coming to the battery capacity, the battery capacity of Google Nexus 6 is 3220 mAh and the standby time is 13.8 days, whereas the iPhone 6 have 10.4 days of standby time. And coming to the connectivity options, the Nexus 6 has Bluetooth 4.1 whereas iPhone 6 has Bluetooth 4.0. Wi-Fi 802.11 is present in both the smartphones. Both the smartphones have mobile hotspot. Nexus 6 have micro USB connectivity through USB 2.0, but iPhone 6 have proprietary USB connectivity. That means you have to use its cable instead of a standard micro USB cable. And the iPhone 6 have light sensor, proximity sensor, which are also present in Nexus 6. Both the smartphones have scratch resistant glass and the Nexus 6 is a splash resistant smartphone. This is about the comparison of the Google Nexus 6 with the Apple iPhone 6. Thanks for watching my video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Peace.